Hi, my name is Tim and welcome back to episode 4 of the barbecue sessions, which I've imaginatively titled for the summer. What we're doing in this series is we're taking some of the world's most popular songs and we're throwing them onto an acoustic guitar for you to sort of play and busk or gig. So today we're looking at Wonderwall by Oasis. Now, I've been doing this for about 13 years, gigging sort of an acoustic guitar in various clubs and pubs and restaurants and stuff. This song I have played, I think, every single gig. People don't get tired of hearing it, so we're going to do it. So let's have a look. So we're going to need a capo, which goes on the 2nd fret. We are playing an E minor 7 chord, which is now, I refer to this as the Oasis chord. So 2nd fret on the A string and the D string, and then you have 3rd fret on the B and the E strings. And the progression is E minor, G, D and A. So that is the intro and it's the verse. And I believe we move up to a C chord when it gets to I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you. On the word now, he hits to a C chord. So we're keeping these 2 fingers here. These don't move throughout the entirety of the song, pretty much. And we're just playing a bass note of C. To a D. To an A. So the A is just the 2nd fret on the D and the G strings. What I'm not going to do in this session is sort of run you through every chord, what the fingers and frets and stuff go. You should be able to see it on this camera that I've got, and anything that I think is going to throw you, I will sort of give you a pointer. But these kind of chord shapes and stuff, you should be really familiar with. And into the 2nd verse, backbeat. The word is on the street. Now, interestingly, on the 2nd verse, it doesn't go to the C chord in the same kind of position that he did in the 1st verse. The 2nd verse, it runs straight through these chords. So the 2nd verse is backbeat, the word is on the street, that the fire in your heart is out. And I'm sure you've heard that all before, but you never really had doubt. Feels the way I do about you. Stays on the E. The bridge and all the roads they have to walk a winding is just C, and all the roads we have to D to walk a winding to E minor, and I'll do that again, and all the roads we have to walk a winding. Now on that E minor, what I like to do is there's a little electric guitar line. I can't play it exactly when I'm playing this, but I do kind of something similar. When it runs to that E minor chord, I just do like a little hammer on the 2nd fret on the G string. So what I'm doing is I'm playing this chord. So what I'm doing is I'm moving the 2nd fret on the D string to 2nd fret on the G string. And then I do a open D note and then an open G. I do all of that over strumming as well, so it's a little tricky if you want, but if you want to throw it in, you can. So that little bit again. Oh, before I forget, sometimes every now and again I lift off this finger here to play an actual D chord. You can do that if you want, you don't have to. Does that a couple of times, I think 3, and then you got this little walk down. So it's G, down to F sharp, down to E minor, down to D, and then to A. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. Right at at the end, you've got that again, that falling G, F sharp, E minor. And then you've got this little drum bit, but because we don't have drummers, we're going to make this as percussive as we can. So what I do on that, 2, 3, 4. So that, as a strumming pattern, tricky. So what we're doing, so the rhythm for that is just slowly, and that's all on an A chord, and then you're going back into the verse. You don't have to do that, you can just 2, 3, 4. But I like to put a bit of percussive in there because, you know, it's a nice little drum fill from Alan White, so I try and kind of mimic it a little bit. And then that's it. That's it for the song. You just piece those pieces together. Piece those pieces. I should stop saying pieces. Put those pieces together. The other thing I want to show you is the little piano bit right at the very end of the song. So what we have on the outro is he just loops the chorus a couple of times. Like I do in all of these lessons, what I'm not doing is teaching you the song as per the record or how they do it live. You can, the idea of this is that you can kind of take this song and kind of do your own version of it, and you can do your own arrangement. You can do more choruses if you want, because people love singing along that chorus. You can do less verses if you're not confident singing those, or you haven't got the words and you forget it, you just segue into a chorus. Also, in all of these songs that I do throughout the whole series, if there are little bits that other musicians put in, if there's like a little, like with this, there's that little lead guitar line which I try and throw in as well. If there's other things that crop up in songs that I think I can add that in, do it. Because when you're doing this kind of music and in this kind of style with just you and a guitar, or even if you do this on a piano, if you can hear other little lead guitar lines or even little piano bits or just something else that's going on in the song that you can add in, do it, because not a lot of people do. They'll just play it with the bare bones, stripped down chords and then sing over the top. But if you can add something else in, it just makes it like, yeah, that guy that we saw at the thing who played the thing, and it makes you stand out. And in a world of musicians that are 10 to a penny doing this kind of thing, if you can kind of stand out a little bit, then it's a good thing. Anyways. So, a couple of things you'll notice. The rhythm of the song that we're playing changes ever so slightly so that we can match that piano rhythm. And these two fingers are removed. And probably after 3 or 4 minutes of playing this, they're going to start to hurt. Even after 22 years of playing, when I get to the end of Wonderwall, these two fingers are like, give me a break. So it's nice to give your fingers a bit of a break. So what we're doing, the melody line for the piano is just first fret on the B string to open, back to the first fret. Then you have third fret on the top E string to open. And that's it. And the chords is just C. And then when you play that open note, that's when the chord changes to E minor. So just to practice that, because you've got to be strumming as well, just give that a little, just run that through a couple of times. And then it does the same thing but with the G chord. And then just repeat it. So I think I made a mistake there. So yeah, that's what you do. The melody line, all of the melody line stays on the one chord, except for the last note, and on the last note it always changes to E. So it's an E note to an E minor chord. So it's C, 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 E minor, G, 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 E minor. And that's it, and that's the outro. Yeah, the rhythm for this, it just feels kind of off and awkward because we want to be playing, but the piano line, there's a definite kind of crossing of rhythms, which, you know, this is why that little piano line sticks out, because it's a break in that kind of rhythm that we've been doing for 3.5 minutes or however long the song is. So there we go, that's how you do that. Yes, I will see you on the next video. Another thing, if you want to play the Ryan Adams version of this, plays it with the capo on the 3rd fret, the melody changes completely, and it's all finger picked. Well, again, I'm not going to teach you note for note how Ryan Adams plays it, but the feel of it is very much. And if you want to use a pick, today's gonna be the day, gonna throw it back to you. And it's that kind of vibe. Yeah, Ryan Adams' version is beautiful. And what he's not doing is he's not playing that 3rd fret on the top string, he's letting it open. And he's using that as kind of the motif. And it's a lot slower as well. But if you wanted to play that version as well, just capo on the 3rd fret, or the good thing about the capo is you can move that wherever you want and you can play the song to suit your voice. You don't even need a capo. Sometimes if I've got to do this, you know, it's an early start or something, and it's been a long weekend, I move the capo to the 1st fret and do it, or even take it off. But yeah, that's the Ryan Adams version. It's exactly the same chords, you're just using that open top E string. You know, if you want to put some of those over the D chord, you can. All I'm doing there is the open note, hammering onto the 2nd fret, and then hammering onto the 3rd fret. So yeah, use both of these two versions, might be quite nice. Use the Ryan Adams version, people think, oh, I recognise this, and they go, oh, what a beautiful version. And then you could just segue into the Oasis song, or the Oasis version, and then get people really singing along. Lovely. Anyway, so I will leave it there. If you like this video, please give it a like down, there's a little button just down there, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on episode 5, whenever that may be. I will see you then. Thank you. Goodbye.